So, these numbers tell a story about market pressures in dealerships, just like yours, and how consumers' engagement with dealership has changed today when they are buying a car. Now, these are the consumers right here. Hold on, I gotta show you. Yep. Now, consumers used to visit an average of 5 stores to buy a vehicle. There they are. But they didn't want to buy, they just wanted to learn. Now, but because of the risk that a consumer might never return if they didn't buy a car that day, most consumers' process was focused on the ABCs of selling a car, right? The always be closing. I know, you've heard it like a million times. It was critical to have salespeople closing at every single step of the process, and it was vital to do whatever you could to make sure that the consumer did not leave without buying a car, right? However, the dynamics of the road to the sale have changed dramatically. According to Gallup, this is Gallup, 92% of Americans don't trust car salespeople. The lowest trust of any profession. So that shows that while this approach was effective for dealers, consumers didn't like it very much. Look at that little frowny face. But with the internet, consumers have now turned the tables on us. They are now bypassing the traditional approach and they're changing the rules of the game. Right, Dennis? With technology, they can access information on thousands of vehicles instantly. And as a result, they're no longer visiting 5 stores. The new average number of dealerships visited is 1.6, and they're spending an average of 5.3 months researching. So where are they during all that time? They're online on the internet. Instead of visiting 5 stores, they're now looking at hundreds of stores that are in their option set. And because of this, the new consumer expects transparency in everything that they buy. And what does that cause? Pressure on gross profits. In fact, in the last 2 years alone, profits on new cars have dropped. It's dropped $206 per car. Now, I know that's kind of bad news, but there is good news. It turns out that only 22% of consumers when polled said that getting the lowest price was their primary driver when they were buying a car. What does that mean? That means that the rest are buying on value, and they just want a fair, good price. So, how do you win those buyers over? On the digital road to the sale. It all begins on third-party sites, autotrader.com, cars.com, manufacturer site. Yep. Now, if your car sells itself effectively online, they're going to go to your website to learn more. If your car doesn't win the consumer over here, they're going to go to your competition. You won't even know they existed. The fact is, you have to always be closing online now. The new reality is that your car online must be as persuasive as your best salesperson. Close them here, they're going to go to your website. But it can't just be listings of cars like it used to be. The cars have to sell themselves, or they're going to go to the competition. Someone has to close the consumer to get them to come to your store. That's your store right there, like that? Now, even if you get them to come to your store, it doesn't mean that your salesperson is going to be able to close them once they're on the lot. The fact is, your lot is now a part of the digital road to the sale. For your salespeople to close the internet consumer, they must build trust and value by speaking the consumer's language. Now, the good news is 22% of consumers buy primarily based on price. That means you can grow your business with solid margins by focusing on the other 78%. Okay. How do you do that? You need to ensure that you have the equivalent of your best, your most effective, your most consultative salesperson online there to close them. And with Max, you can. Max empowers dealers to win at every step of the digital road to the sale with a unique suite of products. All right, so let's start with the third-party sites. There you go. Max Ad allows you to win over customers on third-party sites by creating descriptions and highlights that build value and trust with the consumer by answering the questions that consumers are asking themselves when they are buying a car. Now, let's talk about the dealer website. Max for website adds closing power to your website, highlighting the packages and the equipment that make your car different and compelling. Now, what can you do when the consumer gets on your lot? We talked about how the consumer is spending 5 months doing research online, and the result is the customer, the average Joe, is now the pro. Now, with Max Mobile, there's a powerful new way to level the playing field and make your sales team product experts on every single car that's on the lot. It's also a powerful way to make your lot more engaging to the 83% of consumers that are showing up with a smartphone in their pocket. And the last stop on the digital road to the sale is at the desk. Our Max sales tools bring the power of Max to every aspect of the sales process to help close the consumer on a specific car by building trust and value. Now, if you're serious about building your dealership around the new digital road to the sale, take 5 or 10 minutes with one of our digital consultants, and you can learn how you can win at every part and every step of the digital road to the sale. Dennis, can I give you a little demo? Yeah? Great, let's do it.